Hello everyone and welcome to this special episode of Draw with Rob. Why is it special? Because it's another Christmas episode with me, Rob Biddulph. Look at Ringo in his little hat. Doesn't he look festive? Well, I'm a children's author and illustrator. You might know me from books like this. Now this, maybe you don't know this book. This was my second ever picture book. And as you can see, it's called Grrr, and it's all about a bear who, he loses his growl. Let's just say that. But all sorts of adventures ensue, and you've got to keep an eye out for this little chap here whose name is Boris. But it's a really nice story. Maybe you've seen my Peanut Jones books, my chapter book series. This is the second book in the series of 3. It's called Peanut Jones and the 12 Portals. I'm very proud of this one because this cover won an award for the best children's cover of the year from the Week Junior magazine. So I'm super proud of it, and I do really like this cover. It's really fun. But the Peanut Jones books, they tell the story of this girl here, Peanut Jones, who finds a magic pencil. Whatever she draws with this pencil becomes real. So she draws a door and she walks through the door and she finds herself in a totally illustrated world. And she thinks that her missing dad might be somewhere in this illustrated world. But as you can see, look, I've done loads of illustrations in this book, including New York scenes. There you go. All sorts of stuff going on in this book. So do check it out if you like fun stories. But as you know, we are here today to draw a festive picture together. And I thought, right, what can I draw today? Now this year, my Draw with Rob Christmas episodes, we're sort of following a rough theme. Well, obviously the theme is Christmas, but also all of my drawings this year are going to be quite kind of cute, a bit sort of kawaii-ish, manga-ish characters, so cute little characters. So I thought today I would show you how to draw a very cute Christmas tree character. Now we all love Christmas trees, don't we? I don't know about you guys, but we put our tree up on the 1st of December. That's our kind of cut-off point. I've got 3 daughters and they want to get the tree up as soon as they can. We say, right, 1st of December. We have to wait till they would put it up in like August if they were allowed. But we say 1st of December, that's when the tree goes up, and that's when Christmas really begins in our house. We love decorating the tree. We have lots and lots of baubles over the years. We've got baubles that my mum bought me a bauble on the day that all of my daughters were born. So we've got like kind of birthday baubles on our Christmas tree, and all sorts of things from over the years. And I really love our Christmas tree, and it just makes the living room, which is where we keep our tree, it makes it immediately feel lovely and festive. So I thought, let's draw a Christmas tree character together. Now, some of you might not have watched a Draw with Rob video before, so I will tell you how they work. Lots of people say to me they don't think they're very good at drawing, and I say, well, do you know what? Everybody can draw, because there's no right or wrong answer with drawing. You can draw anything and it's just as valid. You could draw a really amazing picture of like your dog, like my dog Ringo, and it would look like a photograph, and that's great. But you could also draw a quick picture of your dog just as a sketch, and that would be equally great. There's no right or wrong answer with drawing. So when people say to me they don't think they're very good, I say that's nonsense. Everybody can draw. Granted, some people need a bit of help with the order that we do the drawing in, and do you know what? That's where I come in. Because today, we are going to break this drawing of a very cute Christmas tree down into bite-sized pieces. So that means I'm going to draw a little bit on my piece of paper here, then you can pause the video and you copy what I do, okay? Start me up again. I will draw a little bit more. Pause me. You draw. I draw. You draw. I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw. And at the end, you're going to have a lovely drawing of a cute Christmas tree that you can stick on. You can turn it into a Christmas card, give it out to your friends and family. What about that? That's a nice idea, isn't it? Right, so shall we start? What you're going to need, a piece of paper, you're going to need a pen or a pencil, something to draw with. Don't worry if yours doesn't look exactly like mine, it's not meant to. You're going to put a bit of your own character into this drawing. So if it doesn't look exactly like mine, don't worry, just keep on drawing. And you might need something to colour with a bit later, because colour is always pretty good, isn't it, at Christmas time. So let's start, shall we? We are going to start kind of just below the centre of our page, and we're going to start with a very simple little smile shape like that. So just a little curved line right in the centre from a horizontal point of view, I mean. Then, coming out from the left, we're going to do another one, exactly the same, like that. And then we're going to do one coming out from the right too, exactly the same. Trying to keep them all roughly the same length if you can. You can see mine vary a little bit, and that's absolutely fine. We're going to try and keep them going straight across our page. Let's do another one on the right, I think now. One on the right, and then one more on the left. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little curves. So it looks like the sea. It looks like waves on the sea. All right, what we're going to do next, let's go to the right. We are going to carry that curve round, and we're just going to head up a little way diagonally, just a couple of centimeters like that. And we're going to do exactly the same on this side, but a mirror image. So we're going to come around and we're going to head a couple of centimeters up diagonally. So we're heading towards a point at the top. So you can sort of guess that our Christmas tree is starting to take shape. Now we're going to do some more curves, okay, on top of these. So this time, instead of doing 5, we're going to do 4. So what we need to do, you need to find that center point. So in the middle of that very first curve we drew, and this time let's just put a little dot like that. So right in the center of our tree. And then coming out to the right of that dot, we're going to draw another one of our curves. Same size as the first 5 that we drew down there. Then let's draw one going off that way. Then we do another one going that way, like that. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, I thought that was a little link dot, but it wasn't. It was something else. And then we're going to do one more coming out to the side there. And can you see I've slightly gone over the edge of those diagonal lines, like that. Then we're going to do exactly the same that we did on that bottom level. We're going to do it there. We're going to come in, and we're going to come in again about 2 centimeters. Are you starting to see our cartoon Christmas tree take shape? We've got to do another layer. So this time, remember our center line going all the way up the middle of our page. This time we're going to draw another one of these curves right in the middle. Same length again, like that. Another little smiley mouth shape. Then we're going to do one coming off each side. 1, 2. So we've done 5, 4, 3. So getting smaller as we get to the top. Let's carry that on around and diagonally go up. So this is a fun way to build a little Christmas tree. You can really start to see it taking shape now, can't you? Guess how many little curvy lines we're going to do on this next level. So we've done 5 at the bottom, then 4, then 3. What do you think it's going to be? That's right, 2. But this time we need to do our little dot. So follow our center line up through the middle of that. We do our little dot in the center. So it just gives us a starting point, and it just helps us plan our drawing. Then we're going to do 2 this time. So we're going to come off to the right with our little curve, overlap that edge, and then off to the left, overlap that edge. Then this time is slightly different, because what we're going to do, well, it's not actually, it's pretty much the same. We're going to still do our diagonal lines going up like that, but we're not going to do a single, we're not going to do another curvy bit on top. We're going to do something else on top of our tree in a minute. But before we do that, we're going to come back down to the bottom, and we're going to do the little kind of pot that our Christmas tree is in. And this is how we're going to do that. Well, actually, first of all, no, let's do the pot first. So what we're going to do, we're going to draw about, let's say, the same length from there to there and there to there. So that length there, a couple of centimeters. I want you to move about that same length down and just do a little dot again in the center, okay? And that just helps us. I often do this to plan things and make sure everything is kind of nice and symmetrical. And then coming out of each side of that dot, we're going to turn that dot into a horizontal line. About, again, 2 centimeters, something like that, maybe a little bit more. We'll make it a bit of a thicker line, like that. Then we're going to turn around and we're just going to disappear up into the tree there. Now I haven't done these lines, it's not perfectly vertical, it's very slightly going out like that. And that is going to be our Christmas tree's pot. Often in the pot that you put your Christmas tree in, there's a ribbon going around the pot. So let's add a nice bow, shall we, to our pot. So right in the middle, we're going to draw a little circle, like so. Then we're going to do diagonal lines coming out to the right. 2 diagonal lines like that. 2 diagonal lines, mirror image again, coming out to the left, like so. And then we're going to join them up, but we're going to join them up with a little bump in the middle, like that. Do you see what I mean? So it goes around, in a bit, out a bit, around. And it makes a nice little bow shape. And then all we need to do, a couple of horizontal lines on each side. And our bow is going around the bottom of our Christmas tree. Sorry, my voice sounds a bit different, doesn't it? I've had a bit of a cold for the last few weeks, and my voice sounds a little bit sort of deeper than it usually is. I have had a cough too, but hopefully my cough has got better. But if I do suddenly start coughing and spluttering, I am so sorry. I'll try and avoid that at all costs. Right, let's go back to the top of our tree now. And what I want you to do, at the top, we're going to draw a straight line going across, slightly overlapping the edges of our tree, like that. And now we're going to continue these diagonal lines up. So we're going to go exactly the same direction as these diagonal lines. We're going to stop about there. So maybe slightly shorter. And we don't want them to join up. We want them to be about a centimetre gap in between them at the top, like that. I wonder if you can guess what we're drawing now. And then on top of that, we're going to draw a circle, like so. What do you think that is on top of our Christmas tree? This might give it away. From just below that circle, in fact from the point that that circle joins our kind of triangle shape there, I want you to draw a nice big curve coming out, but stopping there, like so. And let's do exactly the same on the other side. Out, round, in, stop, like that. Then what we're going to do, this is a bit of a fiddly bit, but we're going to come in, we're going to go out, and we're just going to swirl around like that. And we're going to do exactly the same on this side. Come in, and we swirl around. You know me, I like little swirly bits. Then from the end of that line, we're just going to come back down and go in, like that. Can you guess what it is? That's right, it's a little angel. And because it's a little angel, we better give him or her a little halo. But what we're going to do, we are going to do a little line coming up from the middle of the head, because there needs to be, I think angels, their halos are meant to kind of float above their heads, but ours is, it's a toy angel, so we've got a little bit joining the halo to the top of our angel's head. Then we've got to draw like a squashed oval, like that. Little squashed oval, and then we're going to draw a smaller squashed oval inside that. I've just switched to my thin pen because I'm worried that my brush pen might be a bit too chunky for that job. And there we go, a little angel. Now I am going to add lots more detail to this angel, but as I often do, I'm going to do the colouring first and then add the detail over the top of my pencil so that I don't smudge my ink. Okay, so that's why I'm just going to leave it blank for now. Okay, what else can we add to our Christmas tree? I tell you what, do you remember I said these are going to be little characters? So I like doing this. We sort of have drawn lots of things before which are objects, but we turn them into characters by giving them a little eyes and a little mouth, and it just, I don't know, just brings them to life, and it's just a really fun thing to do. We've done it with watermelons and apples, lots of food things we've done this too, but today we are doing it with our Christmas tree. So what I want you to do is, our Christmas tree's eyes are going to be on this bottom level. So let's draw 2 circles down here. In fact, I'm going to use my other pen, use my thinner pen, because we need to be accurate with this. So we're going to draw 1 circle. Remember our centre line, we're just going to do that circle just to the right of the centre line. And the other one we're going to do just to the left of the centre line. Just like that. And this year's Christmas videos, they're all following a bit of a theme, so I want them all to look slightly kind of like they're from the same family of drawings. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to draw their eyes all in pretty much exactly the same way, well, most of them anyway. So what we're going to do, these are going to be manga eyes. So what we do here, we draw another circle inside that circle, right down in the bottom left corner, like that. And then we draw yet another circle, but much smaller, up in the top right hand corner, like that. Then we colour around those two circles. And there we go. Two little festive eyes. Now again, we're going to be doing some colouring with this Christmas tree. So I am going to do a little mouth, but I'm going to do that after I've done the colouring. But what I do want you to do, because these little eyes, they're little circles on Christmas trees, and whenever you draw circles on Christmas trees, they look a bit like baubles. So do you know what? I'm going to sort of pretend these eyes are just two more Christmas tree baubles. So what we need to do is add lots more baubles. So let's put a circle here. We're going to make them exactly the same size as the eyes, but we're not going to colour them in. We'll put one on each side there, so they're almost like rosy cheeks for our little Christmas tree. And then we'll try and make this a bit symmetrical. Let's put another circle there. And every time I do one on the left, I'm going to go over and do it on the right. So we're going to make this a totally symmetrical drawing. Symmetrical, so I tell you what that means. It's a long word, you might not know what it means. It means everything on the left side is exactly the same as everything on the right side, but a mirror image. So it's kind of like the same in both directions. And often that, I mean, if you look at my, can you see this paper behind? See my hippopotamus? She's symmetrical. She looks exactly the same on the left as the right. Actually, you can't see that, it's out of shot. Here's one. She looks pretty much the same on the left as the right, whereas the polar bear here, he's at a slight angle, so he's a bit different on each side, so not quite as symmetrical. But often symmetrical drawings are very, very pleasing to look at. Something that they just connected with our brain, and our brain likes the kind of the neatness and the symmetry of the drawing. So I quite often like to do symmetrical stuff, and that's what we're going to do today. So we've done two baubles there. Let's do another one here, like so, and we'll do another one down here. There we go. And then I'm going to add baubles to the layer. We call this layer 1, layer 2, layer 3 and layer 4, okay? But I'll do it in super speed mode so you don't have to watch me. So I'll see you back here in a couple of seconds. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Lots of baubles on our Christmas tree. Now you guys, you can decorate your tree however you want. I'm just going to add baubles to this one because I'm going to keep it quite neat. But you could add tinsel, you could add some fairy light things, you could add little candle decoration things, you can add anything you like, those little candy canes. You know, this is, Draw with Rob is just a starting point for you guys. I want you to have fun. I want you to be creative and enjoy yourselves. So the more crazily you can decorate your tree, the better, I would say. Or you can just stick to doing something quite straightforward like I have here. There is no right or wrong answer with this, so just have fun. Okay, now we're nearly ready to start colouring, but I want to add something else. What do you have around the bottom of Christmas trees usually? That's right, a few presents. So let's add a few more presents around this tree here. So I'm going to do a little square present on the right, like that. Let's add some different shaped presents, shall we? So let's have a taller, thin rectangle on this side. And then let's go for like a triangle shaped present. I don't know what that could be. What's triangle shaped? A little model pyramid. A Lego pyramid or something like that. And then we'll do we'll do a horizontal rectangle just poking out behind that. This side we're going to do a circular present. Probably a football or a basketball or a netball, something like that. And then we'll do another big square one just behind that. But again, you can do anything you like. I'm going to put one more, just a little one there, a little tiny one, and then we'll do a little circular one over here. So lots of little present shapes like that. And if you like, you can add little bows to the top. This is how we're going to do the bows. First of all, you just do a little circle on top, and then you just do two little kind of like mouse ears sticking out behind, and there we go. Nice little bows like that. I'm going to do mine pretty much the same, all of them. I might just make some of them smaller than others, like this one can be a little diddy bow like that. That one I'm going to leave. We'll put one there, over here, a little present bow like that. Won't put one on the pyramid, but we will do one here. And last but not least, one on this little one. This little guy here. There we go. And of course you can also add ribbons to your presents. I'm not going to do them ribbons on every single one, but I will do them on the square ones. So what you do, you just add sort of a little cross shape by drawing. Oh, I just smudged that. By drawing basically little squares in each corner. It just adds a little ribbon shape. You see what I mean? So you do a square in that corner, square in that corner, square in that corner, square in that corner. Little ribbon shape. We'll do another one on this. Just like that. And then some of them I'm going to leave blank, I think. This one's just going to have a single ribbon go around it like that. And there we go. It really is looking like a nice festive scene. Do you know what? I think those presents take up a bit more space than these presents, so I'm going to add one more long present there. Just tucked in behind. And we'll give that a little bow too. There we go. We're trying to get this symmetry as best we can. So you can already see there's lots of lovely things to colour in, isn't there? So I'm going to do exactly that now. I'm going to go into super speed mode and I'm going to colour in my tree. Obviously, my tree, I think I'm going to stick to tradition, so my tree is going to be green. You can do your tree any colour you like. Christmas is all about colour, so go for it, go crazy. Why don't you add some patterns to your wrapping paper? Maybe your wrapping paper, well, you see what I do. I might add some stars or some hearts and things like that to my wrapping paper. But the most important thing is you have lots of fun. Take a bit of time in this, make it lovely and colourful. Traditional Christmas colours, reds, greens, golds, that kind of thing, but whatever you like. And I will see you back here in about 20 seconds with a nicely coloured tree, and then we'll add the final details. So are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, so there is my lovely coloured in Christmas tree. So what can I tell you? Right, so I've done obviously I did my Christmas tree, what do you call them? They're not leaves, are they? What do you call them? Branches? I guess branches, but they're not branches. The green bits of the Christmas tree. What I've done, I've gone from kind of a nice bright green, I've faded it up into a dark green just underneath each of the layers. And that just adds a little bit of depth and a bit of kind of three-dimensionality to the drawing. And I've also just shaded very slightly underneath all of these baubles, just to make them kind of stand out a little bit from the branches. What else have I done? I did multicoloured presents. I kept my baubles just red, gold and green, really quite traditional. And then my angel here, I've done kind of white, but with little bits of kind of shimmering yellow and shimmering kind of pale turquoisey, bluey kind of colours. Just to make it look, I think that makes it look a bit sort of silvery goldy, which is exactly the kind of colours that I wanted my angel to have. We need to add some eyes to our angel. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to add 2 little dots here, like that. That's all I'm going to do for my angel. I'm not even going to add a mouth. Just to give my angel just eyes, just to sort of set it as a kind of character. But that's all I want to do. I want to keep it quite minimal. But what I do want to add down here, I want to add a little mouth to my Christmas tree character. So we're just going to do a little line like that in between the eyes, and then I think we might do this on most of our characters this Christmas. We just do a little semicircle underneath that we then colour in. And that is our little Christmas tree manga style mouth. And I'm just going to go over the top of the outline of the eyes just to bring them forward a little bit. And there we go. Our very cute manga kawaii style Christmas tree character. What do you think? I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Do you know what I'm going to do? Just to separate the eyes from the rest of the baubles, I'm just going to add 3 little eyelashes coming out of each side. And that just makes them slightly different to the rest of the baubles. Just so you might not even notice that this is a Christmas tree character at first, but eventually when you do look, you will see that's exactly what it is. What do we need to do to finish off our drawing? That's right guys, we need to sign it. I'm just going to sign mine here. just nice and neatly, I'll just write Rob with a little kiss. And there we go. There is our lovely Christmas tree character. I think this would make a brilliant Christmas card, actually, to send to your friends and family. What do you think? And if apart from anything else, it's just a new way to draw a Christmas tree, because I bet you guys have drawn hundreds of Christmas trees, and lots of people do them in that sort of zigzag lines like that. But this is just a slightly new way to do it, and I think it's a really fun way with the kind of like the little rounded bits at the bottom, and it just kind of softens your Christmas tree a little bit. So I hope you have enjoyed drawing it with me today, because I've really loved showing you how to do it. And of course, I want to see your lovely Christmas tree drawings. Why don't you get somebody to take a picture of your drawing and post it on social media using this hashtag, #DrawWithRob. That way I'll get to see it. If you're watching on Facebook, you can comment below with a photo of your picture. That way I'll get to see it too. Maybe, I think some of you might be doing this in school, in class, in the build up to Christmas. I would love to see a picture of all of you holding your drawings up in class. If you don't want to be seen, you can just hold your drawing in front of your face, but I would love to see all of your drawings. So teachers, do take a picture of your charges proudly holding up their artwork. I love to see that. What else can I tell you? If you are watching on YouTube, why don't you subscribe to my channel? That way you'll get told when a brand new video is coming out. You can also subscribe to my newsletter via my website, totally for free, and you'll get a little email telling you when a new video is coming out, when a new book's coming out, when I'm touring. I might be somewhere near you, so you can come and meet me and say hello, and show me your drawings in person. That would be nice. And apart from that, I think we're pretty much done for this video. So listen, I hope you are enjoying the build up to your Christmas. I love Christmas time. It's such an exciting time of year, isn't it? So I hope you are having fun. Merry Christmas, everybody. And I'm going to be back very soon with another episode of Draw with Rob. In the meantime, keep those pencils sharpened and take care. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone, just when you thought you got rid of me, here I am popping up again at the end of your video. I just wanted to very quickly tell you about this. It's the Draw with Rob at Christmas activity book. Lots of you have got the other activity book, I know, and there's more fun in this book here, and it's all festive themed. So there's loads and loads of things for you to do. We've got an arty advent for you to start off with, where there's something for you to do every single day. We've got blank Father Christmas letter pages. We've got Christmas make your own Christmas decorations, make your own Christmas cards, lots of colouring, lots of draw-alongs. Look, here we go, snowman draw-along. Loads and loads and loads of things to do. Look, you can even make your own little box for Christmas gifts. And I have got you covered when it comes to thank you cards too. Look, here, I'm going to get there. Oh look, nearly forgot to tell you this. This is one of my favourite bits. Christmas cracker jokes. You can cut all of these out, roll them up and put them around the table at Christmas time, and all your family and friends who are with you, they can each tell a joke, and it's got little charades, and it's even got like little kind of guess the sketch ideas for you to draw along with each other over Christmas dinner. So listen, I think you're going to like this. That's what I wanted to show you. Thank you cards. Look, mums and dads, ready-made thank you card templates. No excuse not to write those thank you cards, is there? So listen, check it out. It's available wherever you get your books from, online, in person, even better. If you can find it in a bookshop, even better. It's, how much does it cost? $6.99, not too expensive. Perfect stocking filler. Actually perfect, I would say, to give to somebody on the 1st of December so they can enjoy it all the way through the build up to Christmas. Anyway, I hope you like it. I'm going to see you soon for another Draw with Rob video. Take care, everyone.